Hello class! Since we have been discussing goal setting in class, I thought I would share with you a personal story which may provide you with more information about why we should set goals and how to do so. When I was completing my K-12 education, I strongly disliked running and physical education. I struggled to maintain a set pace and keep up with the other children in my class. I even failed the mile test a few times. I didn't like the way my lungs felt when I ran. Breathing was a struggle, and my legs were always sore afterwards. I dreaded it. When I was in high school, however, a friend of mine asked me to run a color run with her. She told me that it would be easy, and more importantly, it would be fun to come home with a Color Explosion t-shirt. So, one day we just decided to start running. My friend set an incredibly slow pace, and I still struggled to run for the majority of the half mile we started out running. Over the next couple of months, we ran here and there. Our mileage varied and our diets never changed. We weren't strict about running a certain percentage of the actual distances, and we only reached a 3-mile distance 2 days before the race, and that was a struggle. We ran the 5K, and I was left in pain and disappointed in my actual performance. I walked most of it, I started out too fast, my body was in pain, and I was ill-prepared to say the least. Fast forward just a few years. I began training for my first half marathon. The mileage increases were too hard on my body, and I didn't make time in my schedule for the 3 midweek runs. Slowly but surely, I started slipping away from my training plan, and I even skipped weeks. When race day came, I was again ill-prepared, and this time suffered a knee injury along the way. The running plan did not fit my schedule. My goal was very specific, and it was measurable by my training week checklist. The goal of running a half marathon was very attainable. However, I did not choose a plan that fit my schedule or readiness. The one thing I lacked in my goal was setting realistic expectations for my training. Fast forward to now. I'm currently training for my second half marathon in hopes of completing a specific set of 5 half marathons. My short-term goal is to run the Bristol Half and Half Marathon on April 8th in close to 2 hours' time. My long-term goal is to run 5 half marathons in the year 2017. I knew I needed to improve something about my goal before beginning this training plan. I did more research and took a hard look at my schedule and what would be doable or realistic. I sought out a credible resource for a training plan that varied the mileage in just the right style for me. It also gave me 2 midweek runs instead of 3, which became much more doable for me. I am on track for my race in April, and I am even maintaining my race day pace without struggling. Because I adjusted my goal to make it fit our SMART principle, I have set myself up for success on race day. Sometimes setting a SMART goal can be hard. Oftentimes, we have to work by trial and error to see where we can improve our goals the next time we have something to accomplish. Sometimes this means we analyze or pick apart our goal to identify the problem area. Once the problem area is adjusted to better suit our goal, try it out and see if it becomes more specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, or time-bound. If one component of the goal is lacking in the SMART principle, the goal may be more difficult to accomplish or even impossible with your needs and restrictions. So, when you are making goals of your own, make sure that you have all of your bases covered in the SMART principle so that you are on the track to accomplish your goal with a slim to none chance of failure. So there's a little bit about why I use the SMART principle to help me set goals. See you next time in class.